I was not unmuted. Hey, I'm Traube, FlaVR's virtual assistant. I write emails, I text, I'm on my quest to become internet angel. It's hard to say twice. So, goal today, yeah? I play low quality stream games while being the political YouTuber. I think it's a great idea. Okay. There is a 1 hour video here I wanted to see. I doubt we watched a full hour. Popular. Or we could just go from popular. Let's see. Zones, map of relationship types, help with dating confusion. Who's a 10? Bird hands. Start watching for them. Well, we have to know what bird hands are. Right, we're not letting that one go.
Hey Viv, these mass deportations are gonna help out real Americans, right?
That must have you right there.
I bet you're wondering how America got here. Well, it all started with
Oh.
bird hands. That's right. America went straight down the tubes as soon as it started letting cranky, dissatisfied women from a 3 to a 6 make these naggy little henpeck gestures on TikTok. I know, it sounds crazy, but let's go back to the beginning. See, a long time ago, people used to understand that women were violent too. A man will just come out in the open and punch you in the nose, but women are small and weak, so they just lie about being victims until someone else does it for them. And that makes all the simps crawl out of the woodwork and do their bidding, like the bugs they are. We used to understand this, and nagging women used to get punished, for other stuff too. This one's called the scold's bridle. It makes it so she can't talk. Pretty crazy,
Oh, thanks for
right?
telling me
But
that's not in
nowadays,
use
women can
anymore.
do
I couldn't
whatever they
tell.
want, whenever they want. And if you so much as point it out, guess what? You're the bad guy. Tell me that ain't crazy. What's all this gotta do with bird hands? Everything. Alright, that was fun. I finally got Ableton working again. Anyway, the Whatever podcast asked, why do they always do the hand thing, referring to this little henpeck gesture that girls have been making with their hands? And I thought I'd bring you the answer. Here it is. So the hand thing that the TikTok girls are doing is the hands are closed and pointed at you. And it means, you better listen to me. I am telling you. Me. This is what you believe now. Me. When you point it at yourself, you get the Italian, like the chef's kiss thing. Oh, I'm telling you, this is so... Look at what I did over here. I did that unconsciously. This is so good, you should try it. The hands closed over here are, I'm sure of what I'm saying, and I receive your needs. You should try this thing, that's great. This is also used in Italian arguments. I told you about that kid. What Trump does is the open hands, double open hands. And he moves them around.
That is true.
I understand
Trump
your
doesn't do the
needs.
double
When the
open
hands are
hand.
open towards yourself, it means listen to me. I'm begging you, listen to me. Almost like you're doing the open hands for the other person. You would never do this with that. You would never say, please listen to me. I'm begging you. You see how that doesn't match? So the hand signals
Hi,
are
Kara.
nothing. They're unconscious. Like if you just
Oh,
let your
real
hands
rude,
do what
man.
they want while you're talking, they'll sort of do some of the
We're,
talking for you. So the fact
I'm doing
that the
okay.
TikTok girls are all doing this is a bad sign. It
We're
means
just doing
they're at the end of
the,
their rope, in my opinion, and they're just going like, do
I'm
what I
doing
want,
the
do what I
political
want.
dance
So
today.
that's how women are doing, I guess. And
While playing my video
yeah,
games.
It's always the women who are falling off the bottom first. It's the ones who are the most susceptible to social change. But these things always spread. They always spread throughout society. Like 20 years ago, everyone said, don't meet anybody from the internet, and now that's all we do, so this might follow a similar pattern. I read a little bit about body language on short form. It's a great resource to supplement whatever you're learning. You gotta pay attention to what people are doing when they talk, and short form can help. Get 20% off with my link. This is my Who is a 10 chart. It explains why women who are not 10s are always
He
saying
loves
they
pulling
are.
out this
They also
fucking
talk about
chart,
this
by
on
the
the
way.
Standard female delusion chart. This is how they talk in public. Everyone's perfect. And then this is how they talk in private. Them and their besties are way up at the top and everyone else is trash. It's a collective negotiation strategy. The way it works is that the mids and the sub-mids are always gassing each other up and excusing each other's behavior because that's the only way they can compete with the top women, who also have to pretend that everyone is beautiful, or else they don't get to be in the little hand-holding group. And that usually doesn't really matter until they all work in human resources. When they're in a unified group, they control access to everything,
What?
especially when they convince the male mids to play along, like they're gonna get something for doing it. They never do. The reason this is so dangerous, and we used to throw rotten fruit at them for doing it, is that the hand-holding group only works when they lie. That's how you show loyalty to the group. You tell ridiculous lies, because the bigger the lie, the more you are proving that you'll say anything to be included.
Should have
It's
went
a
to the
token
right.
of
Ah,
submission.
whatever.
That's why it's so disgusting when men do it. And that's why everything is so upside down right now. Because when women get power, they don't just say, I'm better at your job than you, like a man would. It's usually not true, too. Instead, they say things like, babies can be pilots too, because if that's true, then that means everyone should be accepted everywhere, even if they're not good enough. And by everywhere, they mean only the best places, which is the same thing as saying, I'm a 10. Do you see how it's all connected? Make a demand and then collectively lie to justify it. I'm a 10 means I am marriage material for anybody. I should get paid the same as
Please,
someone who
I
can actually do the
I shouldn't
job.
have.
It doesn't
Hi,
matter what I
Tatters.
do, it matters what I get, even if I'm not earning it. And someone else can make up for what I'm not doing, even if he doesn't get anything. So then they vote to get, even if they're not earning it. And then when they're getting equal or greater, then they think they're better than you.
What is
which
this?
makes
This
you
is
icky.
John
And then all
Homath,
the
the
women are looking for a tiny few men, and then no one gets married and has kids, and
So,
everyone hates each other.
he
That's
says
why I want you
a
to
thing
look for
here and
things
there
like the bird
that
hands. This
is
all about
reasonable
giving
to
instructions. This is what we
factually
believe now.
correct,
And they're
right?
trying to make you simp, and
He
you
also
can't do it
says
because
that you
lose.
shouldn't
We all
wear,
lose.
and I quote,
Bird hands
autism
are a sign of
glasses.
desperation. You don't have to be forceful if you're actually in control.
Because
so when you see women doing this, they're saying
all
this
glasses
is what you
are
have to agree
autism
with, or you're not
glasses
in the
or
club.
something.
And you don't want to be in the club. Here's a preview from my new levels chart. This one's easier to read. Video's coming soon. Bird hands are coming from this level. They're trying to control you to get power. Here's a few examples.
Men responding to the chopped man epidemic girl are giving the same kind of energy as the kind of man who would hit on you, and when you reject him, would say, oh, well, you ain't that cute anyway.
Here's the girl she's talking about.
Like, that's a cute girl.
So here's how things are gonna be.
I want to share my thoughts on this chopped man epidemic thing. But here's the thing. The majority of men out there are not putting any effort into making themselves appear attractive to women. I can see people's attractiveness objectively, and even
This
if
is
I'm
not my
personally
chickens.
attracted to
He
them, I
is
can
playing
recognize
chicken
when someone
noises.
is
Those are not my
Notice the
chickens. I do not
excessive
have
pecking.
chickens in the
She's saying,
room,
"Believe
sadly.
me, believe me," even though she knows deep down that she wouldn't see these guys as so gross if it wasn't
He's
for the
explaining
power
bird
imbalance caused by
hands.
her own
The
behavior.
woman bird
This one was
hands.
political activism, and she knows she's full of it.
If watching families being ripped apart does not appeal to your humanity, let me try and appeal to you financially, because these mass ICE deportations are bad for the economy.
Isn't that the face of persuasion? Don't you want to believe everything she says? Here's one more real quick.
Men always complain that women are constantly nagging. Maybe she's not nagging, and it's just that you keep doing the same thing over and over again. A woman doesn't want to be in the position to act like your mother. Don't put yourself in the position to act like her child.
That's good advice in a relationship, but on a society-wide scale, you voted for equal, which makes you look at men like children. I don't know if you can do the math. Women have to respect men or they don't like us. and they are collectively removing the things that make them respect us. So the problems are not all men's fault. It's like every woman at once is saying, why do you have to breathe so loud? So you gotta watch body language. Bird hands doesn't always mean she's wrong, but it does mean she's talking down to you. Again, look how this doesn't match. Oh my god, you got the job. I'm so proud of you. The only way out of this mess is just don't listen to these lies anymore.
Okay. Hold on. I baby talked. My team probably hates me for putting down the controller for a second. But like, they'll be fine.
If you're offended by people's lived experiences, you're the problem.
You are the modern woman. You are in your car. Life does not feel quite right. Something is missing. You check the mirror to make sure it's not your meticulously applied makeup. It's not. You look fabulous. You are the modern woman, and you have an urge you can't quite put into words. You let the urge run through you. You ask it what it wants.
You let it flow.
It wants to play peekaboo games, but there is no baby here. You have aborted all of your babies and ghosted all of the men who might have proposed to you because you are the modern woman. You take out your phone. Who is here? Who can I find in the phone to play peekaboo? What do they want to hear? You are the modern woman, so your mind floods with feelings of victimization.
I'm very convinced this guy hates
are
women.
Victims. Minorities, 93% of the global population, are victims. The phone wants to hear about how much you love victims. And it wants to hear this as if it's the baby you refused to have. You are the modern woman, so you recall a children's song, and you change the words to show that you know how bad white people are, and men, and white men. You sing your victimhood nursery rhyme into your phone.
You're offended by minorities talking about their lived experiences, you're the problem. If you're offended by women saying they're afraid of men, you're the problem. If you're immediately reprimanding instead of listening and understanding, if you're offended by people's lived experiences, you're the problem.
You clap your hands. You make ugly faces. You roll your eyes. You hit them with the double henpeck bird hand special. The old one.
Bird hand, we just learned about them.
You upload the documentation of your hysterical phantom pregnancy meltdown into the glossy black
Phantom
void,
pregnancy.
and you wait. Someone likes you. Someone loves you. Someone has paid attention to you. You are the modern woman, and this is the happiest that you will ever be. Modern liberal white women are not okay. They have changed into something called the awful. That's affluent white female urban liberal. This insanity is a consequence of the information
Urban female
age.
liberals.
These young women are being bombarded with emotional content, and it's making them lash out at the men they should be supporting. The internet has warped the mind of the awful, and they're supposed to be having babies, but they're not, so they're just treating everything like it's a baby. Including men, especially white men, and it's making us hate each other. These women want to appear like they know better than you, but awfuls are actually losing their grip on reality. They don't even know what their feelings are telling them to do. This one is teaching Uncle Mark how to respect pronouns, even though Uncle Mark isn't listening, he's not on TikTok, and this is what she sounds like.
Nope. They are telling you who they are. You just need to use your listening ears, friend.
Uncle Mark was probably in Vietnam. His listening ears are listening for something else. If women like this and this think they qualify as moral leadership for people like Uncle Mark, that's pretty sad. But the truth is a lot more sad. This beaver was born in captivity. He has never been in a river, but he's building a dam out of whatever he can find for a river that isn't there. Because beavers build dams, that is what they do. And women nurture children, that is what they do. but they no longer have children, so they are scolding children that aren't there, in front of a camera, for an audience. Sometimes a caged bird will pull out all of its feathers. Captive lions or bears sometimes walk in little circles all day. A bird in a cage has a beak it's not using. It's gotta peck something. A bear in a cage has feet it's not using. It's gotta walk somewhere. And modern women have mother instincts.
Angry Birds?
That
Yeah,
they're
Angry
not
Birds are in
using.
the
They have to mother something.
the Sonic Racing
The
game.
beaver made a dam out of SpongeBob
For some reason,
because that's the
I'm not
closest
sure
thing there
why.
was
Well,
to
I
a
do know
stick.
why.
The
Angry
bear
Birds
walks
movie,
back and forth because
is it
that's
3
the only
now?
place there is to
Is the
walk.
third one
And
coming out, I
Awfuls,
think?
affluent white female urban liberals,
I remember
lecture us
2,
like
I
we're
don't remember
babies
a
because
third
we're
one,
the
so I
only
think the
thing in
third
their
one's
lives
coming
they're
out.
allowed to talk down to. Modern women grew up surrounded by images of pathetic men who need to be corrected by the women in their lives, and then they went out into the real world and found that white men were at the bottom of the status hierarchy for some reason. The reason remains a spooky mystery. And just like a beaver is identifying things that you can carry, women are identifying things that deserve. For example, this guy does not need to be spoken to like a special needs child, but some of these guys might, and probably everyone from here down. Baby talk can be activated by low status. Now there's nothing more low status than a baby. They're totally incompetent, they're helpless, they do nothing but need and they give very little back. But in the absence of a baby, as is so common with modern women, they will automatically find the most baby-like substitute, often in the form of a worthless little dog, because the weakness and littleness reminds the awful of a baby. That's why it's so important for the media to convince the awful that you are worthless and little. This is emotional programming. A woman knows by instinct how to treat someone who is above her in status and someone who is beneath her. The baby instinct goes down towards people or dogs that are powerless, helpless, or misguided, and she treats them like children who deserve equal snacks. And thanks to the media, the awful believes that no one is more misguided than white men, and no one is more deserving than everyone else. This is why they constantly vote for equality. They see you not as a man, but as the bad baby stealing snacks from the good baby. So they vote to steal snacks from you to hand out to all the victims who deserve, just like this guy. This is where our dating problems become more political
Brought out the book
and
again.
psychological, and that's why
Excuse
I'm
me?
expanding more into psychology. There's only so
If I
much you can
wasn't
accomplish
winning a
by
race right now,
race
I'd pause
wearing
and
a
look
nice
at that
shirt.
image
You can't
again.
make the world function that way. You can only increase your position in the market, and that makes you basically the last man to drown on a sinking ship. If you want to help me keep the ship afloat, you have to understand how your thoughts and your actions actually create your culture and your society, and how they also create you. And women like this are also having their minds created by their culture and their society, which you are also a part of. That's why I made this chart. Do you see the 4 colors? They are the same as the 4 colors here and here, and I'm going to use this to show you how you and awfuls are co-creating our culture of disrespect. Here's a quick summary. Modern women are going nuts because they're in denial that they are women, and ironically this makes them act even more like women. And this all comes from the denial of nature. People at these levels sometimes think that they don't have a lower self, that they can be something other than what they are. But it's not true. Birds are gonna peck and beavers are gonna build. We used to know that men and women were different. Most people with kids will tell you that little boys will make a weapon out of anything and little girls will make a baby out of anything. Men and women even process visual information differently. We all know how men will open the fridge and not see the thing he's looking for even though it's right there. That's because we look for where the thing
Your fridge is
supposed
sad.
to be, whereas women scan the entire area. So, men and women are wired differently, which makes us good at different things, and there are people who are offended by that, because they don't want to feel limited by the way they were born, so they just pretend they weren't. That's why childless women apply baby urges to things that are not babies, but then they'll tell you that it's not about babies, even though they're doing baby talk to the most baby-like thing they can find. They are in denial of their nature because they don't want to admit they have one. They don't like the idea that what you are on the outside determines who you are on the inside. They don't want to be trapped by the way they were born, and they really don't want to be trapped by your expectations. They don't want to be told the one true way they have to be.
Oh,
so even
crash
though this is a
game.
problem
Whoops.
of unconsciousness, it's happening because they're trying to move higher and they can't get what they need. That's called self-authoring.
Okay.
It's a term by Robert Keegan.
I've had enough of you. I'd like to see, there's one right here. He's so fucking done.
False allegations are incredibly serious, and they need to be taken as something incredibly
My favorite
serious.
YouTuber.
Leviticus states, "Thou shalt not spread slander among thy people." It is obviously a really important tenet of life.
You're like the
However,
last
as thank
person
God
to
we have
bring
freedom
out
of
the
speech in
Bible,
America,
buddy.
Don't get me wrong. People get away with that constantly, and it's life-destroying. I have so much slander used against me just because I'm a public figure, especially because I'm a conservative guy. And while the majority of false allegations these days do get flung around by women, it's the ultimate fucking kryptonite that you could get slapped with, and there's no consequences even if they're proven as liars for the most part. They just do be getting away with it. Well, I feel like it's important to note it's not only women that do the false allegation game, all right? Because this is one of the worst false allegation situations to ever happen. So this is a streamer named, well, not this guy. This is Decoy. He's a nice guy. But there's a streamer named Vitali, all right? This is a guy, big popular streamer
I'll play
guy,
P5X.
who went to
I'll do
jail
the main
recently in
story.
the Philippines for harassing people in public there. He came to America to do this pedo catcher thing where he would, like, you know, set up these sting operations to catch pedophiles. You know, that seems like pretty good. But apparently, he literally caught the wrong guy. He put his face on blast and blasted him in front of his audience on a live stream, calling him a pedophile and stuff, and he was just wrong, which is absolutely unforgivable. This dude should be removed from public life. I try to be very fair and unbiased. I don't do things to push agendas in general. You know, just because I call out women on their bullshit, I don't call men out on their bullshit. Men and women are inherently different creatures. Women are cowards in regards to their false allegations. They'll do it behind a computer screen. Men are retards, all right? They'll also beat the shit out of the guy that they're falsely accusing. Gender equality, everyone gets shit, and I do deep dives on everything these days. So lock in. Let's see what's going on. This is insane.
Vitali's live streams went from getting him 9 months in Filipino prison to possibly receiving a $1 million lawsuit, all over his desperate attempts at internet
I literally don't know who this is.
Streamed his hunting of predators until he accused
Dude,
an
I'm telling you, man, this hunting predator
Oh,
thing just basically
that's what he
became
does.
like a right-wing virtue signal. So many of these people just do it for the clout, and they literally don't care. Now, some people do a really good job and coordinate with law enforcement, and some people just see it as good content and some sort of moral.
Am I still number
beat the
one?
shit
Am
out
I
of
still
people.
number one?
I think Vitali falls
Ranking.
into the latter category, and he
Ranking
really fucks it
info.
up for everyone
No, I'm number
trying to
3. I
clean
fell
retards
off.
the street.
Oh, I massively fell off. There's no world where I get to come back from this.
Wait, really? I swear, oh, shit. My bad, bro. You're good. No, I swear.
My bad, you're good after calling him a pedophile on his stream? Oh my fucking god, dude. Holy shit.
Sorry, bro. Wrong person.
Maybe it's a misunderstanding.
Wait, no, dude, listen.
Wrong person? Dude, this is life destroying. What are we doing here?
In 18, I swear to God. Let me read this real quick. Wait. What? Hold on, let me read. Yo, one at a time. One at a time.
Let me just show you, okay, so you guys know that, you know, I'm not playing or anything like that.
Yo, can you read the whole evidence?
He said, LOL, you can tell me. Fuck, okay, I want to be totally honest before everything. I lied on there. I'm 16.
Wait, no, wait.
Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird, please.
I'm calling the cops right now.
You said, oh.
I'm calling the cops.
You said, oh.
That's not me.
Look, why are you shaking?
I'm a cop.
Why are you shaking? Says a guy and his whole crew that shows up and threatens this guy physically in front of his gigantic live stream, calling him a pedophile. Why are you shaking, bro?
That's not my account.
No.
Hey, buddy, you pulled up.
That's all your account?
You just thought we didn't have
Guess
to
what?
on
You pulled
Snapchat,
up.
buddy.
Guess what? No, wait, no.
We read the right evidence.
Guess what? Hello.
Guess what?
Can you guys come to my location?
This isn't even nuts talking. He's watching video.
Don't look at me, man. I'll you up, bro.
I'm not trying to fight. Listen.
Has been gold.
Him too. Oh my god.
What am I kidding? All of his videos are just going to be reacting to things. If I'm going to watch someone react to things, I should go to Big Man himself. I should go to Big Man himself. FlaVR hates this game. I don't care.
Federal officials cut Medicare to 500 LA hospices with 0 complaints. What?
So,
contracted with the city and county of Los Angeles to house and feed up to 600 homeless people, but instead he was misusing tens of millions of dollars to live a luxurious life. Exclusive Fox video shows the Fed's early morning bust here at the LA mansion. 42-year-old Alexander Suker was arrested. Suker's $125,000
last name Super.
seized by law enforcement. The Fed say Suker defrauded the city and county of LA out of 23
No, I think this is, this might be another guy.
million in taxpayer dollars for not only his mansion and car, but a second home in Greece, luxury
A
vacations,
second home and, oh my God.
designer clothes, and private schools.
Wow.
He was living the high life while the people suffering homeless on the streets with no shelter, no food. They're living out in the streets. People are literally dying. And this guy is out vacationing, buying homes, buying Range Rovers, and going shopping.
It's a disgrace, man.
Prosecutors say Suker was supposed to provide 3 nutritional meals a day to the homeless, but during one inspection, Suker only had canned beans and ramen noodles on hand. The feds say Suker lied about various aspects of abundant blessings, including fake vendors, facilities, and the homeless actually getting meals. The U.S. Attorney's Office in LA says they are actively investigating at least 12 other similar fraud cases here in California.
We'll just hit auto on this.
Bill Asaley says there's a tremendous amount of fraud in this state, and that today's bust of one man who misused $23 million alone may show how little oversight there is.
Well, the oversight not existing is a feature, not a bug. The reason why they don't have oversight is it's basically an informal bribery program that LA has with all of their voters, where basically they create
kind of weak,
a
to be
bribery
honest.
program where they fund the lifestyles of a bunch of people that are functioning.
How about my favorite VTuber as of late?
And they let these people sit around, do nothing, steal stuff, and cause
Leaflet.
problems.
Leaflet, my... Is this the Love Live stage? I'm not gonna listen to this because I know it's AI and like not creative at all. No, I think this is an Uma stage. This is AI. I should have known. Europe's cooked. Debate. Pro DEI VR. By the way, I debated an anti-machine generated art VTuber. Uses AI art for their character. Isn't that kind of like disrespectful? I don't know. So true. Get rid of them. Get rid of him. Oh, okay, my bad. I thought this was the same title. They are attacking free speech. Who? You're watching another video.
You got served 27 million for what?
And just got served a $27 million lawsuit while performing live. And it all started with a Lion King joke. I mean, honestly, that might be one of the craziest ways I've ever found out someone's been
What? This is the Lion King guy? Wait, it was a joke? Wait, it wasn't real? No, I thought it was real. We looked it up. We looked it up. Wait, what? Isn't the lyrics actually what he said? We looked it up.
Who the fuck is
sued for, you know, 8 figures, but here we are. We have essentially a comedian on stage, mid-set, crowds laughing, everything's normal. I guess everything was just going as planned.
Lion King opening song lyrics. Okay, it is. Yeah, here comes a lion. Oh yes, it's a lion. Yeah, that's literally the lyrics.
Until someone walks up and hands him some legal papers for a $27 million lawsuit. And now
Give me Turbo.
Speaking from experience, being
Versus.
served is terrifying.
Give me Turbo.
Hands down, one of the worst
Versus.
things to go through. But just like me being served, this was also
Turbo, please.
caught on film.
I was less fortunate.
Drat.
What is this? What is this?
Who the fuck is Lee?
Oh, just got served. Oh, oh my god. You just.
I mean, mid-set is a crazy way to serve him, but I guess they knew he would be there. But this guy was performing at the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles, and instead of, you know, finishing his bit, he's suddenly trying to process the fact that he's being dragged into federal court.
For those who are wondering what this is for, I did a joke about the Lion King. I don't know, you saw it? That was me, yeah. There's a lion. Oh my god. I'm paying for that now. This is the.
So wait, they're suing him because it wasn't the feeling of what he said was true, but like it wasn't literally like the same word.
I hate copyright. I hate copyright strongly, so Bowser, I know what you are, bisexual.
Critics are crashing out over the toxic Super. That means it's a good movie then. Super Mario Galaxy movie for not fitting their agenda.
Hey, what's up, guys? Up here.
Now you're watching Rev? I don't want to watch Rev. Ugh. Disgusting. Oh, whatever.
I'm going to be talking about the Super Mario Galaxy movie and the very interesting and polarizing
Also, that's a really stupid mindset. Oh, journalists are upset at it, therefore it's a good movie.
Sounds like it's gonna be a good one.
In the reviews,
what I just said.
They are reminding us why journalists do not deserve any of our respects. Now, nobody is surprised at the success of this film in terms of its box office. It's already surpassed 122 million
makes sense.
worldwide in just 2 days. This is a cash cow IP. Nobody is surprised by this, but what's interesting is the reaction of moviegoers versus critics. You can see on Rotten Tomatoes here, a 90% rating among moviegoers.
Of course.
40% among critics. And
to be honest, I kind of haven't heard anything about the movie since before it came out. I do remember that reviewers didn't like it, though.
Some of the people who are making these reviews criticize the film for promoting things like the toxic manosphere. Some journalists claiming that this is the downfall of the entire movie industry.
Wait, the manosphere?
And other reviewers coming out and saying they had to
How is Mario the manosphere? Like
what is a manosphere? I'm not familiar.
Is he fucking looks maxing or something? Like hammering his damn face? Like what's going on? Like did he walk up to one of those those turtles on the top of the bricks that are like throwing hammers at you, and he just like stuck his face out, let it get hit? Like what's going on? Like what? What do you mean manosphere?
Harm themselves in order to
do they know what that is?
Film. Very weird stuff, but Perhaps
I don't. So say what it
reaction
is.
from the so-called journalists over at Kotaku, who have seen this movie for kids and have been.
Bowser, I know what you are, bisexual. Look, I'm not a furry, but when I see Fox McCloud, I get it. Like, what is happening?
Kotaku is a real website, by the way.
Inserting very bizarre headcanon on characters like Bowser that they're claiming are bisexual for some reason. Very interesting stuff from Kotaku as expected. You can see what's going on here. Right, on the one hand, you have moviegoers who seem to be enjoying this film. That's not really too surprising. But on the other hand, you have this barrage of weird and aggressive behavior from all of these journalists. Now, when it comes to the film itself, again, it's coming off of the previous iteration that made nearly $1.5 billion in the box office, and it looks like Galaxy is heading in the same direction. If you enjoyed the first film, you're likely going to enjoy this one as well. If you don't take it too seriously, if you're not going into this expecting a Shakespearean level of storytelling here, I'm sure you're going to have a fun time. It is what it is. Nobody's expecting a 10 out of 10 polished piece here when it comes to a Mario movie. But this
I had great fun with the last one, to be honest. And like the standards are so fucking low now that it doesn't even matter. Like,
is a big project, and there's a lot of big name actors providing the voice roles for this film, and it's so important that even people like Brie Larson were on their best.
Maybe a good thing, to be fair. Like, I get what you mean, right? But also,
moviegoers like she has in the past. She was on her best behavior when taking the role of Rosalina.
It depends why they don't like it. If they can actually say anything, then yeah.
But while she was not saying anything about men or toxic.
I'll never give this up. I'm never giving this up as long as I live. Tron Ares was a good movie, but everybody, our reviewers dunked on it, people dunked on it, for no good reason. I think it's a perfectly serviceable movie, a perfectly good movie even.
I continue to feel that Bowser and now Bowser Jr. are a little bit too actually evil. Like, it goes beyond cartoon villainy. I think maybe because they kind of mimic, like, the toxic manosphere that is, like, I don't know if it's becoming more and more popular, if it's maybe finally reached its breaking point, but, I see a lot of similar talking points there.
The toxic manosphere, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that is a crazy term to be thrown around in 2026, but that really represents a lot of things going on here, where the official reviewers are bashing this for the most ridiculous reasons, but the moviegoers are enjoying this movie, and you can see with the Metacritic scores here,
35.
The user score is a 7.8, generally favorable, and the critic reviews are flipped. It is generally unfavorable with a 35. And when you start looking at the reviews from these critics, you start understanding how unhinged these people are. Here is the Times and their 0 they gave this film, stating this: the film is torturous to sit through and, for me, provoked periods of actual physical discomfort. I had to stab myself.
So,
fucking mental, these people.
By the way, I want to talk about Tron more now that I'm thinking about it. A lot of people also complain about the movie because it wasn't Tron Evolution 2. It was Tron 3. If anything, it's a continuation of the first Tron more than the second movie is. To be fair, they do just kind of ignore the second movie a lot. And I can't understand where some people are a little upset at that. I think the second movie is dog shit, but hey, that's just me. Now, the first movie is amazing. It's does a lot for its time. Trying to be fully CG and, well, just about fully CG with live people in it. I really like it. Of course, it's not like I could make most of the sets in probably an hour. nowadays, of course, but for what it is, I think it's really cool. That was nice. I was a little worried. So this character, big thing about her, she goes, Oni-san, 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 like constantly in her voice lines. So I was a bit worried, but like, I don't think, oh, well, there it is. I don't think it's that crazy so far. Or at least not very evil. Right, continue, Rev.
In the hand with a pen to distract from the howling distress.
Like, who describes it like that? Like, what the fuck?
It's that bad.
Who stabs their hand with a pen?
And that offensive. Ladies and gentlemen, send this guy straight to Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
You're admitting in your review that you were in...
We need to build, like, we need to build, like, American Azkaban.
We need to build a wall.
We need it bad.
Inflicting pain on yourself to try to get through a physically discomforting movie-going experience. Like, it cannot be that deep. Oh, but it is. Here's the actual review from the Times saying, the Super Mario Galaxy movie review. Is this the end of cinema?
Of cinema?
Yes. They believe this is the end of cinema, and again, describe it as a
if anything's the end of cinema, it's these fucking reviewers, am I right, guys?
physically painful experience to get through this Mario movie, but they continue on with more insanity, saying, and yet, how can anyone involved in this emetic effort live with themselves at a time when cinema is fighting for its existence and defining itself as a recognizable expression of lived human experience? This is precisely the kind of ugly, over-branded, lifeless digital marketing vomit that represents the sinister end. This person is so dramatic, it's actually pretty shocking, even for a journalist. I mean, they're saying letting the people involved with this film live with themselves. You would think this was the people who created Cuties or something. We're talking about the Mario movie, okay? The Mario Galaxy here. Like, this is, it's not that deep. I think you went into this with way too high of expectations. Just because, yes, it is a movie tailored towards kids doesn't mean it can just be a steaming pile of garbage. But I think your expectations were a little bit too high for this one.
Don't make me actually make it. Don't make me make it. Don't make me make it.
A phrase like lived human experience.
Exactly.
Boy,
thank goodness.
The worst take imaginable, and that proves true once again. I don't know if that's worse or better than the toxic manosphere, but they're pretty obnoxious.
Still don't know what a manosphere is.
But it seems like all ends of the spectrum here are upset about this movie, at least when it comes to journalists. The New York Post says this: Super Mario Galaxy movie review. It'll make $1 billion, and it sucks.
Jeez.
Please, don't make it so obvious that you are literally seething about this movie. But again, this represents the disconnect we see with Rotten Tomatoes. The 40% versus 90% here. A huge, huge difference. But people on Twitter are defending this disparity.
Like, how do they keep having a job? That's my question. Like, how do you keep having a job when you're so off? You're so off.
You know what? 26 views 10 hours ago. This video have bad grammar, obscene words, yapping. Yeah, I have enough though, scam. It's keep going too far for me. So if y'all disagree or try rage bait, recommend just close video. By the way, I don't waste time to fighting dumb rage bait thing. At least he was honest about the bad grammar. So speed play.
Yo, what's good, guys? So today I have something to talk about. That present scammed me ride Siamese cat, neon fly ride kitty bat, and neon pupcake. Seriously, why those scammed? Is keep going too far for me. It was ruined my mental health so fast more than. After decide it's huge mistake for me. It's not only they scam me, they did manipulation speech me and I actually have low self-esteem. Yeah, y'all heard me. Even I don't know who this present. I tried to not trust it that present, but can't say no.
I can't. This is probably like a 10-year-old. I shouldn't. Give me John Tectone. Twitch CEO confronted about Hassan.
So apparently, Dan Clancy got interviewed live about Hassan Piker, and he finally weighed in a public format.
You're huge, Tatters? That's nice.
Punish Hassan Piker for his misdeeds.
I'm sure you've
Hold
been
on, I probably
aware that, one of your biggest streamers, Hassan Piker, has been in the middle of this weeks-long debate inside the Democratic Party about whether people should go on his stream. As
I don't know if you said anything before that.
Go on Twitch. I saw Gavin Newsom was gaming on there.
If you are a politician and you are collabing with Hassan Piker, you might as well just drop from any race that you were a part of. Collabing with that guy is an absolute death sentence because I'm sorry, no one in the United States is going to enjoy being in proximity or being related to or being in the same vicinity of a man who says fuck America and everything it stands for. I prefer other countries. I support terrorism and we should kill the citizens of our United States. Here's how I would do it: ordering drones off Amazon and bombing people. I just wouldn't do that. If I was them, I probably wouldn't go near that with a 10-foot pole.
Somewhat recently. I mean, you've obviously dealt at various times with Hassan Piker. You guys have, you guys have taken him
He says John Rapist, by the
off
way.
the platform. He's kind of come back on.
Taking him off the platform.
I don't care. Bao betrayed Saikuno's girlfriend and leaked DMs.
Bao has come underneath some hot water, and she does know how to swim. She's part whale. A little bit of context, Bao, as well as Vienna, we used to be pretty good friends back in the day, maybe like 4, 5, 6 years ago. And they actually came to me to talk about becoming full-time streamers and how to become successful streamers. And I gave them as much advice as I possibly could. And, they've transformed here today into some very popular streamers. So, I used to take a lot of pride in creating the streamer Bao, as I often do. I create a lot of streamers here at twitch.tv, rumble.com/Tectone.
Uh-huh. He made Bao, by the way.
But it's unfortunate because Bao has become quite sociopathic.
The poor cucks on Rumble.
But I want to remove my current negative bias because Bao is a very blatant virtue signaler who will say whatever she expects people want.
Honestly, usually what Tectone does, you probably want to be on Rumble anyway.
It's crazy because she runs through men at every TwitchCon quite often, so I don't know why we're complaining about men so much when we take that much dick. Just my opinion. But let's get into it. I'm going to try to be as fair as I possibly can. Bao gave a response over the Saikuno situation. Let's hear her out. For anybody whose XP bar is low, maybe we'll get some experience.
Okay, hello. Can everyone hear me? Am I pretty clear right now?
Wait, where's the kawaii cutesy pootsy VTuber voice, man? What's going on?
What voice? That's literally just how she talks. she's just kind of sad today.
I'm just gonna go right into it.
Okay. Just start off by saying, I hate all men.
A few weeks ago, a girl approached me, and
That's rape.
What?
Oh my god. A woman approached you? Holy shit. Call the police.
She asked if a tweet I made last year was about
Go ahead.
we all know who.
So let me get this right. So you tried to cause a relationship issue for a girl who never wanted their relationship issues public because she was trying to work them out between themselves privately. And you're so righteous, you decided to go ahead and take a victim story in your word and vent it out in front of everybody to see without consulting the actual victim. That's a little bit psychotic, don't we think? And by the way, his name is Saikuno.
I actually can't buy this.
Just because he cheated on his girlfriend doesn't mean you can't say his name, because Bao, I also know that you're cool with Will Neff and he cheated on his girlfriend too. So what the fuck are we talking about? You're also cool with Fusli and she f***ed a married man who had kids. So what are we talking about? How come just because now it's Saikuno, now you have a problem with this shit? Like, what are we talking about? Let me tell you why you have a problem with it. Because you saw that it was the cool
Why does she want a drone?
to farm Saikuno. And now that it's bad, now you're stumbling over your own words. You don't know what to do.
And she revealed to me that it was her boyfriend. If it was true that the tweet was about her boyfriend. I said yes, and I asked her if she would like to join a Discord call with me. And in that call, I told her what I've heard from other girls. Girls often at various, events where I meet people, they share with me their negative experiences with him, and that.
Yeah, do you want to know why people approach you with these stories about? Because you're a blatant misandrist, and so women understand they can take advantage of your blatant male hate, knowing that you will believe everything that they say, because there's no subgenre of men that you hate. No, you hate all men. And this is the God's honest truth. Now, it's different from me. I love women, hence why I'm f***ing engaged. I hate dumb bitches and I hate whores. There's a very big difference. And by the way, I also don't like men who are whores. So I'm very consistent with my belief, but you have marketed yourself as a blatant misandrist, which is crazy because you got successful by goon baiting men, and also your audience is 80% men at least. So you hate the people who have given you the success you have? It's kind of pathetic.
He often
and that's why so many women approach you with these stories, because they know you're not going to fact check them, because to be honest, Bao, you're just not that smart.
tries to solicit sex from them. At this point, I felt that it wasn't right of me to speak on anyone's behalf.
Also, very interesting how you're saying they solicited sex from them. Bao, they reached out to Saikuno for sex. What are we talking about?
So instead of me going straight into the details that were shared in confidence with me, I got her in contact with girls who were affected by this person, to share their experiences with her one-on-one.
Bro made a how good was the sex Discord chat, bro. This is some extra Emily type shit.
At that point, I just got them in contact with each other. And after our phone call, I don't know what was divulged between the conversations between her and the other girls.
By the way, Bao, did you ever ask Saikuno for his perspective? Did you ever ask the other party what happened? Or are we just gonna blindly believe all women? Like every retard on the internet does? Guys, I wanna make sure that people understand this. People can lie, right? Like, we're all aware of that, right? Like, people can lie, right?
I was more so focused on her safety.
People can lie. You've never lied, though, have you, Tectone? Never.
Was wanting to move out that week. And during that time, I tried my best to keep in contact with her and make sure she's safe, gave her as much help as possible.
So let me just double check this again. Bao, are you currently sharing Saikuno's girlfriend's story again when she just made it public that she does not want anybody talking about their relationship? So are you taking this victim's story again and telling it unconsensually? This makes you a predator. Bao, according to you and Mujin's definition,
I almost called you out on it. By shut up.
That they don't want told, and you are unconsensually telling it on stream. This is disgusting, man. This is crazy.
You know that's not what it means.
Fast and smooth as possible. This is me, you know, telling her pretty much everything that helped me a lot with my recent move. As you all know, I recently moved.
Jump Gem. I try.
It's a lot.
I'll doubt
I try to be
unless I know no stick killer.
Somewhat
you
interesting.
Are going to doubt every single accusation and every single allegation
I have
until
raisins.
there is proof, and not a preponderance.
I don't know what that means. Is that code word for something?
No.
Do you want like
with your own eyes? Because if you actually
what's
look into the majority
what can raisins also mean? Balls? Do you want like crinkly man balls?
and no evidence at all for any of these people committing crimes.
I'm not sure if I can get you hooked up with that,
Get falsely charged.
Tatters.
It happens all the time, and the public will believe the side that is crying and emotional, which is crazy to me. Because it's crazy to me because a woman can come out and say, I got raped, but a man can come out and say, I didn't rape her. Yet, for some reason, the man is instantly guilty, and for some reason, the woman is instantly right. It's a disgusting relationship.
I did default to balls because what else are raisins supposed to be? What else can I put instead of raisins?
Amount of time. And she shared with me that friends from out of state.
There's a big difference between grounds to believe and real evidence. Great comment. Wait,
Just
Steph.
raisins?
Flying in to help her move.
I think raisins are healthy, and I'm not your mother. You're allowed to have raisins.
But at the last minute, she decided to talk to her boyfriend. She broke no contact. She wanted to stay.
Nice
and I,
Karaoke king.
you know, there's, after, you know, helping her, doing what I could, I'm sure her friends also shared the same sentiment as me. You know, we all.
Why are you so pressed about their relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens in their relationship is their fucking business.
Because she want number.
Are we, Miss Goody Two Shoes, so obsessed with somebody else's relationship? It's a little weird, don't you think?
Tried our best to help her out of a very difficult situation, but it was, you know, there was nothing anyone could really do. It was.
But
her
if I was
decision,
your mother,
and, I think the only
I don't
thing
think
could do
I'd.
at that point was respect it.
I'm not sure you'd turn out the way you are if I was your mother.
Not long after. This is.
And I wouldn't want that because Tatters is perfect the way Tatters is.
DMs too from the victim who said she no longer wants people to vent out their relationship issues. I am not seeing anywhere these people saying, yeah, go ahead. Continue talking about relationship. Now we're leaking DMs. This is crazy. Hey, Mujen has lost 4,000 subscribers since he published his latest video, and if you sort by newest on his video, he's getting f***ing obliterated.
Her deciding not to move. And you know,
Well, let's read it out loud since we already leaked it, huh? So now that you've leaked her DMs non-consensually, why don't we just go ahead and read them out loud? Hi, Val. Sorry it's been a bit since I got back to you. Wanted to let you know what was going on, but I imagine probably confusing for you to hear. I said it before I left Saiku.
I want to go over my model and put on some drawn-on highlights to certain parts. I feel like the jacket kind of blends in together a bit too much.
So I didn't end up leaving. So there's details that the girlfriend had
Like-
seen that she does not want to make public that made her decide to stay with Saikuno. So it sounds like we're not getting the full story. And that's probably why Bao chose to not
And same with the scarf. It kind of just
because it makes her look like even more
ends. It doesn't
of a
look like it
psychopath.
naturally ends, at least in my opinion. I can probably do something about that with a little bit of work.
I feel like I had did what I could to try and get her out of
Drink
a
too much water,
very
worst case
awful
scenario.
situation, but
I was trying to be a hero. I was trying to be a hero. Good God, bro. You know that 70% of couples that aren't married get cheated on? 70% of unmarried dating couples experience infidelity at least once in their relationship. Are you really surprised with
What is that statistic? Hold on. 70% of unmarried / dating couples experience infidelity. What? Okay, so are you saying that, like, does this include people who were like, the 70%, does that include people who were formerly, dating? Like, what does this mean? Is it like a 70% guaranteed that even if you do marry later? What is your source? Your source is Grok! Your source is Grok! Why am I even debating this? Your source is super Grok.
Are you really surprised with current dating culture that somebody cheated? No, I'm not surprised.
I go cook. Okay, take care, Tatters.
Again,
Tell Pillow I said hi.
respect your friend's boundaries, and if that was her decision, that was her decision. So I left it at that. But then, not long after,
And what's crazy, Bao, is I know 4 of your friends who are blatant cheaters, and you have no problem with them. Is it because they're women? Is it because they're women? I know one of your friends that also flies out their tier 3 subs and has sex with them, and you got no problem with that. Is it because they're women? Because in my opinion, that's a pretty unhealthy power dynamic. And in my opinion, I think when both genders cheat, it's bad. So why are you so laser focused on when a man does it? Very interesting. And you've called out none of them. Is what it is.
a VTuber would contact my mod for completely, like, unrelated thing. But coincidentally, while they were chatting, she mentioned going on a date with Saikuno, and I was pretty alarmed because in her last message to me,
Yeah,
she was
Twitter,
saying
that
things
nasty beard of yours.
bothered about her decision on leaving. So, you know, it seems that things were looking up for their relationship, but that didn't make sense because the VTuber showed me and my mod screenshots of him talking to her as early as 30 minutes ago at this point in time. And so
Tatters, piss son.
Maybe girlfriend realized you'd have to get a job without Saikuno. The girlfriend already has a job. The reason why Bao's so heavily invested in this girl is because it's her editor. That's her job. She's a VTuber designer and editor and rigger. She already makes money. So obviously she's not staying with Saikuno for the money. She already makes money.
the girlfriend and
Makes hella money at that.
told her, hey, do you know anything about this VTuber? She said no, and I told her, I really think you should ask your boyfriend to see his DMs with her, and decide for yourself, you know, like, is he really being honest with you?
Like, listen, dog, it's their business. It really is. It's their business. Come on. Like, this is so weird, bro. This is so weird. Yeah, you might think, like, don't get me wrong, man. I have many friends where I think the person they're dating is f***ing retarded. I do. Don't get me wrong, right? I have many friends where I think their partner f***ing sucks ass, has cheated on them in the past, and they cannot get it through their thick fucking head that they should break up with the person. And I wait and I wait, and I'm like, eventually they'll fucking figure it out, but I'm never gonna force one of my homies to break up with somebody. Now, I might allude to it, I might vague post about it, but at the
I
end
might
of the
be a
day,
woman
that's
about it, but
between them. Now, don't get me wrong. If Valkyrie were to talk about some bullshit like Hassan, who cheated on her, I would farm the fuck out of Hassan, but I would state my negative biases. And that's the difference, is that, Val, you're not stating your biases, you're stating this as if you're just trying to be morally virtuous. No, you're doing this because you hate men, right? Now, I'll absolutely farm the fuck out of Hassan, of course, but everybody knows why I'm doing it. I'm not gonna do these things and act I'm doing it because I'm a good person. Now, I'd be doing that shit because I'm a fucking hater.
And,
This is a scenario where Val's trying to have her cake and eat it too.
at that point, I'm still just doing what she's requested of me. She wanted to talk to the girl one-on-one. I put them in.
I want to remind you that as of April 16th, this girlfriend has said very publicly, very clearly, that she does not want anybody to talk about this. And Val, you exposing her DMs has come out after she said she does not want anybody to talk about this. So I'm very curious why you keep on airing out their dirty laundry and leaking their f***ing DMs when exactly 23 hours ago, this chick says, I don't want anybody talking about me in my relationship anymore. 8 hours after this, you're leaking their DMs. What are we doing?
In a group chat, and
What
I
are we doing?
immediately left. I felt that this was much more than I bargained for. You know, I was already feeling like I was at my wit's end.
Wits End, side note, used to be my favorite item in League of Legends, bro. That shit used to be so good. Dude, Wits End static shiv, oh my god, that shit was peak.
I can't really. I can't
let's
really force
use-
anyone to make the right decisions or.
No, Val. It's not that you can't force anyone to make the right decision. It's that you can't
Honestly,
force
I have
people to make
Dionysus,
the
that's all I
decisions
need.
that you're making for them. And that's the difference. Listen, man, Will cheated on Caroline. They're still together, and they're happy as fuck, right? The other thing is, you know what? I mean, dude, this is the most delusional girl boss misandrist I've ever seen. Now, once again, would I want to stay with someone who cheated on me? Absolutely not. But if one of my friends decides to stay with somebody that cheated on them, I'm not really gonna force them to break up. It's not my call to make, it's theirs.
Do anything they don't want to do, and I felt that, you know, I've done what I could while respecting everyone's boundaries.
Like, she's talking about Saikuno like he's a fucking rape, bro. This shit is so cringe.
You'd know all about being talked about like you're.
Everything in today's standards.
Wouldn't you?
They freak the fuck
Wouldn't
out
you?
with everything, and they talk about every small issue as if it's like a
Don't make
full-blown,
me-
like coordinated mass crime corporation.
And that is what I felt was the right thing to do. I, of course, have known for a while, as well as a lot
Keep
of other
farming.
people that...
I'd also like to let you know, Val, that you were warning people about men approaching them when women were the ones approaching the men. So your misandrous post was also in poor faith and also not even in reality.
this guy's kind of just, he's no good. And
I'll tap out of that so it
you know,
stops playing audio. We don't need it.
I already kind of had my taste of what.
Oh my god. Is this chick mentally handicapped? Can you not like speak faster? Like holy fuck, how is there more?
I guess would
Can you, like,
happen if things
not
were
make
public.
fun of slow people?
The exact opposite. Yeah, like the chick
That's
said,
kind of
"Do
fucked
not
up.
Involve me and my boyfriend in any future conversations." Then Bao goes live and leaks all of their DMs. It's insane.
Now that's an exaggeration.
Again, like
Although maybe Bao is just engagement farming.
everything that I
Obviously she's doing that. Don't act like you don't know what she's doing.
And I'm not really sure what else I can share or divulge to prove that I am, I guess, like a lot of people are making my role out to be a lot more than it actually was. I honestly just got these girls.
Bao, the only thing that people have done is show screenshots of things that you yourself posted. No one is making it to be out anything more than that. They are showing you what you have posted.
In contact with each other, and I didn't have to, but I did because, well, it seemed like at this point, since so many girls were involved, they should at least be in contact with each other. And also,
Yeah, the Saikuno dicked me down squad. I got dicked by Saikuno. Now I'm pissed because I found out he had a girl. Bro, just take the free orgasm, smile, and get on with your life.
my biggest thing is it's not really my place to speak on behalf of anyone.
You just leaked their DMs and you spoke on behalf of their girlfriend. What are you talking about?
I don't think nothing. I'm personally not a victim. I personally have never been in a situation with this guy, but these other girls have.
Context, Bao has many friends that have cheated on their boyfriends, and she has never called a single one of them out. Context, Bao's also friends with many VTubers who fuck their viewers. Yeah, so let's talk about it, man. Let's keep talking about how man bad, woman good.
That's pretty much all I have to say. Sorry if things are a little jumbled.
I sucked his dick, consented twice, but regret getting my back blown out 3 years later, so he raped me. These people are, well, I really enjoyed it, but now it's been 3 years, and now I heard he doesn't like my favorite anime, so he's a rape. True. Well, I thought he liked cinema roll as much as me, and he lied about it, so he raped me. Oh, okay. I didn't realize we could just change our mind about consent. You know, Mizkiff says that's a real thing. He says, it's called delayed realization. It's a very common thing. Oh, well, I guess we'll see about how the Botez sisters feel about that Mizkiff. Maybe they'll change their mind about you as well. We'll see. Give the Botez sisters 10 years to figure out if they consent or not, Miz.
I don't want to mention any more names and add fuel to the fire. I think that emotions are really high because people are hurt and confused and are looking for answers in the wrong places. And I think it would do a lot of good if people hopped off online. And yeah, that's kind of it. I've been offline for the most part, and I hope you...
Good, stay offline. It's really that easy. I cannot believe you leaked the DMs of his girlfriend again when she specifically asked people not to. And they still have the nerve to act like they are truly the morally virtuous one. When obviously, that's me. I'm the main character. I'm the best person on this goddamn platform. The only person with virtues that should truly be praised because I'm him. I'm transgender. I don't I don't identify as
I stopped
him.
listening.
I identify as him because I am him. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe,
I,
and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.
I stopped listening to him for like just a second while I was reading. No idea where that came from. Absolutely no idea where that came from. Also, you're right, Soren. He hasn't named anybody. Could this be because he's... What am I kidding? He's probably not lying. He's just being boring and not actually saying anything. Hold on. I saw Burnt Peanut, and you know what? I want to see if my goat's on. Faithful Sheriff. My goat is not on. Stop, you're gonna get me copyrighted. Arc Raiders. Windrose. I saw Windrose pop up on Steam, and I have not actually seen anybody play it.
All right, we got this. We've been winning non-stop. I don't think we lost yet. This is going pretty good, if you ask me. That's right. Another escort one, huh? Okay. You have the music cranked up. No, I don't. Let's rock and load. Anybody got a microphone? Hello.
Yeehaw, yeehaw.
Anybody got a microphone?
It's probably pussy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No microphones? Alright, Dan. What the dingle? This ain't gonna go good, I can tell already. Okay, we gotta coalesce and stop being all over the place now, okay? We gotta coalesce as a team. Got one.
He's just playing Overwatch. Get on Fortnite. Yeah, that's right, baby.
When you generally respond with, "Oh, I'm doing fine. How are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? You don't keep saying, "Oh, rest in peace, my grandma. She got shot to be," whatever the heck you were saying.
Hey, why you hating on his grandma?
Yeah, I'm putting out the stupid Texas accent.
Howdy, anybody got a microphone?
Yeah. Recipes my granny, she got hit by a bazooka.
Hey, how you?
Got hit by a bazooka.
Okay, how you doing? How you doing?
Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka.
Hello, how are you doing? Generally, where
He
I come
doesn't
from,
know.
if
He
someone
doesn't
asks
know
you
the
how you
meme.
doing, you respond in kind.
Rest in peace, my granny. She felt like she got shot by a bazooka.
Okay, so you want to get muted? Is that it? You want to just?
You want to get muted?
She got hit by a bazooka.
Rest in peace, Ireland boy. You're an idiot. Have a good one with a mute. What's What's going on? She took my perk. What's going on? How you doing?
Yeah, what's happening with it? What's happening with it, bro? Chilling.
I had to mute that other guy. He was.
Why'd you mute him? He's singing.
He just kept saying the same thing over and over again. He wouldn't shut up about it.
Yeah, you don't know the emote? Look, I'm about to hit the emote on you. Where you at?
You know, when someone says, "How are you doing?" you generally respond with, "Oh, I'm doing fine. How are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? You don't keep saying, "Oh, rest in peace, my grandma. She got shot to beat," or whatever the heck he was saying.
Hey, why you hanging on his grandma though?
I didn't hear what you said. What you sounded all muffly and scrambled and such.
Wait. Can y'all tell me? I just put my headset on and I just hear a bunch of shit going on.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
This is hilarious.
That's why I muted the one guy talking about his granny, and this guy can't understand a word he's saying.
The bazooka song, that's why.
Yeah, my granny got hit with a bazooka. That's so annoying. Don't people have manners anymore in this place, you know? How you doing? What's up? How's it going? Oh, I'm doing fine. That's
you suck. I'm gonna mute you. Yeah.
Kids don't know how to talk nowadays. They don't know how to socialize. They need to go back to school.
Isn't that like a TikTok trend or something?
Yeah. That's why
I don't know. I don't keep up with them TikTok trends. I don't do that at all. No, sorry.
Yeah, I don't probably be on there either, bro. I got other shit I could be doing.
Is he still spouting about his grandma?
Nah, you're not talking no more.
All right. What do you guys do for a living? Where you from?
I work electrician, bro.
You're an electrician, is that what you said?
Yeah, but I'm like on leave for the oil rig.
You're on leave for the holiday. What holiday is that?
No. I'm on leave for the oil rig.
You're in league for the org. What?
The oil rig.
You work on an oil rig.
Yeah, they'll like ship me up. I go to like Texas and shit like that.
Oh, that's pretty neato. I bet you get paid a lot of money for that. Excuse
me, I wouldn't want to.
I'm asking.
I have the talking stick. I feel like working on an oil rig would be scary. Any medical complications, and it's only on staff that can help you. Plus, there's that one game, what's it called? From Wakes the Deep or something? That one game, the horror game on the oil rig. I don't know exactly what happens, but it's kind of scary. At least the oil rig part falling apart is scary.
Could you please wait your turn, sir? We're having a conversation. Give me 1 second. That's pretty cool. How much? I bet is that a good paying job for you then? It sounds like it makes pretty good money.
Yeah, it's like I make probably like 45 to 5,500 a week.
That's amazing. That's awesome, bro. Good for you. God bless you. God is good. Okay, all right. Okay, Mr. She took my perks. Go ahead. It's your turn now. I'm done.
Yeah, dude, I gotta go over here on me.
Okay, we'll take care of it then. Where's he at?
There's two of them. Oh, right here on me.
I'm right here. Oh, wait, no. That's the wrong person. Whoops. My bad.
There's three people. There's the whole team right there.
You couldn't take them all out by yourself? What kind of Fortnite player are you now?
Bro, I landed in late. That's why I said I put my headset on.
Okay, you need a sheriff.
I sat here and I was watching YouTube, bro.
Need a sheriff. I need a sheriff to help my.
Next time, put your headset on when you queue for a match and stick with the team.
Yes, sir, I'll try.
All right. Life lesson learned. So what do you do, Sweet Sparrow?
That's me, bro. I work on the whole rig.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, my bad. I mixed the two of you up. All right, what about you, Perks? What do you do for a living?
Shit, man. I'm saying it's cool.
You're still in school?
Yeah.
Are you talking about like college or something?
No, I'm in high school still.
What the hell? You sound like you're 30 years old. What the devil?
What the fiddle?
I'll be joking around too much, that's why.
What the goop?
Alrighty then, alright.
Dangerous to obvious, yeah. Oil rig
You
scary.
said you're working on an oil rig. You're probably in your 20s or something. You're probably a bachelor.
Nah, I literally just got out of high school like a year ago. I'm 19.
Well, I said 20s. That was kind of close. Jeez.
That's kind of close.
Well, it's pretty cool that you got a job like that right out of high school.
Also, I'm very surprised you can get out of high school and go to an oil rig. I did not know that.
Good stuff, you know.
I already got a house, bro. Like,
Well, that's
I'm not
pretty
trying
nice.
to brag or nothing. I just got two cars. I'm living comfortable.
And there's someone, hey, sweet Sparrow, you need to drink this chug jug here. You got no shield, son.
You can always ping the chug jug, partner.
Well, praise the Lord. God has blessed you sparingly, like abundantly, shall I say. Best you thank the Lord and give him some praise and read your Bible now. He's the provider of everything, you know what I mean? God is good.
That is not a natural way to say it. I hope you know that.
Come on, you're supposed to
Yep,
get
they're
in the
all
car,
staying
not get
quiet
ran
because
over
you're
by the
being
car.
weird. Oh,
Get
poopy.
in the car, not ran over. Oh, look at this. We got people. They think they're gonna start something. Think they're gonna get one up on the shooter. Oh, dang, guys. Okay, I'm just making sure that they're all taken care of. Making sure. Good. Oh, we got another one right here. I'll go behind him. I'll knock him down. He's one shot. He's one shot. I'm shooting. I'm reloading. I'm shooting. He's one shot. Oh, I got him. Let's go. Yeah. Make sure we fire on him. Hold on, boys. Hold on. I got to fire on him. Hold on.
That one was a little wet.
Got it taken care of. Save that wet, juicy one just for him. You know what I'm saying?
I was joking.
He deserves
Don't
that.
make jokes about your farts being wet. That's just
Why y'all
nasty.
being all quiet suddenly? What the heck? Open your
Because
mouth.
you're a weirdo.
Just trying to concentrate.
I don't know why. I'm doing all the work.
It's on me. My team's
Now you
useless.
sound like you got a vacuum cleaner in the background, Sparrow. Come on. What is that?
Oh, it's a fan, bro.
Yeah, you turn that-
I'll mute my mic and only talk when y'all talk or ask me something.
Okay, right. Sounds good. Alright. Unmute Island Boy. Only if he stops being a dummy. Island Boy, you gonna stop being a dummy? They told me to unmute you.
Wait, you mute me?
Yes, I muted you, dumbass. You're like, oh, my grandma, the bazooka, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, no, I couldn't even hear you.
That's crazy.
Next time the elder says hi, say hi back. Not some dumb song, boy.
Elder.
Nah, come here, Sheriff. Come here. Let me show you the emote. Look at that.
What? No, I'm not doing that stupid shit stuff. Get out of here.
I turned my fan up, bro.
What, you thinking 12 or something? Get out of here with that emote. The sheriff now. Respect your elder, son.
Respect, show me respect. Life only exists because of respect. And if you don't have no respect,
Come on, this is our town.
you
We're gonna
have
win this game. Let's do
nothing.
it. Make me proud to call you my deputies now.
I feel like he has like a list he tries to get through every match.
I'm shooting. Wow, that guy's lagging like crazy. What the? Oh, wow, I think we got a cheater. He might be Might be aimbotting, boys.
There aren't cheaters in Fortnite. At least they're not very common.
Builds and such. Oh, I got 76 bullets. Dang. I need that ammo.
Here, I got you some right here.
Coming. Hold on a second. I got a pizza.
Hey, they're good.
Oh, I just got 400. I'm good. Thank
He's
you.
over here. They're in the car.
Thank you.
Alright, there's one out here.
We gotta go rescue Sparrow before he dies a miserable
John
death.
Bob. Hi.
Oh.
I told you.
I think he is back on board.
I told you. I tried to tell you. I told you he was gonna die a miserable death. I can just sense it in him. There's one on here. Oh, hey, good job, Perks. I seen that. Good job. Oh, there's one on the... I'm gonna get this guy. I'm going in and hold my Bible. Oh, dangle. I'm getting a laser by laying that guy. Oh, wow. Okay, he's got the ping of a 10 ping. Okay, that's cool. Alright, yeah, that was BS. Maybe the guy has something nefarious. He's hacking or something. I had that. I got hoodwinked. Guess what happened? Got run up on by a coward. His yellow belly. That's what I think about that. That's right. Oh, dang. Perks guy just... That's the guy. That's the guy that beat me. That's BS, man. He's got like 0 ping. I'm telling you. Careful now. He just shot at a wall. Okay, maybe he's not that good. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad. Come on him, boy. Don't disappoint. If you win this fight, I'll take back everything bad I ever said about you.
Hey, fuck that nigga granny.
Oh, we've been singing that song you were so uppity about earlier.
They say I'm a real country boy. I know what uppity means.
All right. You have a good day. Read your Bible. Praise the Lord. Have a good day now. Well, it's gonna have one of those. It was still a good game. Still a good game. We still had a good time.
What a chud. Go to... Right. I need velvet room. Need a lot more blue ones, huh? Okay. What are you Yes, give me them points. I go here now. Hmm. What's this? Right. I have to get through pretty far for that. Okay. Do main story. What are they doing? They're still going at it. Nice. Eh. Puzzle. Come back here, Dr.
Didn't know
Chud.
you were this good at Fortnite, Sheriff. You've been spending time at the range. Well, you know, it just comes naturally. How we doing today? Anybody got a microphone? We got one guy and we got one guy, Viper Juju. Y'all ready for some ace kicking? Yeah, fastest gun in the West. You know how it goes. Hey, Bear. Hey, Viper, you got a microphone? You want to go to battle with? All right, let's go. Buckle up, buckaroo. Right. See how you work. See how you do.
The Nux Taku is in a horrible situation. Sounds like a good day to me.
Taku has found himself in a bit of a situation. I don't know what this is about, but let's figure it out. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
Now, almost a week ago, Asmongold was banned on Twitch. All right, as we all know, as we all see, this happened. What a tragedy. This just got 10 million views, just from people basically talking.
I believe that my bans were more unjustified than Asmongold's, but Asmongold's was a close second. I also saw this hilarious.
Oh! Oh. Monkey! Monkey! Oh! Oh? Hope this isn't copyrighted. Oh, we're so back. the GOAT actually brought us Xenoverse 3. I wasn't sure.
My new song's out. Hope you like it.
I wasn't sure that actually would happen.
Look alive! Another incident in New City. That's your cue to head out and take care of it.
All right, Brett. Ready?
Oh yeah!
Oh? Is this a superhero game?
Nice.
Kira Toriyama presents? He's dead! What do you mean he presents it? I've been waiting for this. Oh, it's the GOAT!
The incident should be just up ahead. Careful though, I might just steal the spotlight myself. Now, here comes the hero.
It is a superhero game. Oh. It's beautiful. Makes a grown man want to shed a tear. Serious? Serious about what, Kara? Do you mean Akira Toriyama being dead? He's been gone for like a year. You play as John 1000.
Wow, you really caught me off guard. You okay?
$2027. Wow. I almost can't believe it. Shut up, Haisai. Unless if it was his last project, I do not think. Okay. One thing I can say, he did do. He did do the white hair character's design. That is true. How much of anything else he was a part of? That's debatable for anything else, right? 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Maybe that's swing right before he said, yeah. I don't know. I just don't think I really doubt he worked on it enough for them to say Akira Toriyama presents. I don't know. That feels a little scummy to me, but like whatever. Whatever. So I guess no more time patrol. You're some sort of superhero in this city. I guess that makes sense. The time patrol arc is... It'd be kind of stale to do it a third time, you know? Especially with, well, Xenoverse 2 getting another DLC.
So much. More than I think we ever expected. To get history back on track, we've taken down all kinds of foes, time and time again.
The time to repent for your pride is upon you. Seems everyone's doing their best to piss me off! You have what it takes to stop me.
There's...
The pain's gonna be intense.
Wait, this is a final DLC. That means... Haha. That means modding will be, viable for this game. That's kind of exciting.
The future! Protect it all! Now, the final...
Hold on. Who invited PyCon? Who invited PyCon? You're not part of the game. You do not belong here, PyCon. I love you. But like... Nah.
Now, the final battle.
Mirror looks at you the wrong way, you die. Kind of insane we're still getting a Xenoverse 2 DLC in current year, though. I mean, it should be the final one. Okay, it is. Thank goodness. Huh?
This power, it's different from any I've ever had. Think you can keep up? Feel free to try.
The last patrol. Oh, I'll have to actually, you know, properly get it. I'm not paying a third time, though. I'm not paying a third time, but I'll download the game again. Probably go through most of it on stream. Oh, Sparking Zero update. Please be good. Please.
Over here! You're finished!
Oh?
It's just as the mad doctors intended.
Over 30 playable characters.
You cannot hope to defeat me. Let's do this.
GT Trunks. GT Vegeta. Prince Vegeta. Chile. Jacko! Belonged in base game. Oob.
You against the universe. You nearly won. I hope you can come back once more, but good. Your evil can't be allowed to exist in this world.
GT Gohan. Saiyan 2 belonged in the base game.
We're settling this right here and
Sick.
I've come up with a fun new game.
Game mode? Be interesting, please. Map battle event. Select destination.
You have earned being crushed beneath my feet.
Sometimes fighting, sometimes learning.
Complete the task.
Growing to an even greater super warrior.
Well, are you ready? I'm not the same anymore.
Four new stages. It should have been base game.
I'll knock you out in no time flat.
Kame's house should have been base game. Battle Chandra, okay.
I can never forget
Stratosphere Planet Vegeta, nice. Stratosphere Earth should have been base game.
It's okay. I'll protect you. Don't worry.
Follow up on an ally special move. Interesting.
Ultra Big Bang! Kamehameha! Break through the limit!
Don't be copyrighted, please, I beg. Excuse me, was that? Oh my... Okay, sure. Sheila and him... GT18. Oh, Kai. Frankenstein? Him? Okay. Super Saiyan Bardock. More Goku outfits, of course. Super limit breaking Neo. When's the update though? February summer 2026. We get King Piccolo. We get we get Pycon, nice. I don't think he was in the trailer. New game mode, that seems cool. More stages, thank goodness. So, who's everyone? Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Probably that was Evolution Vegeta. I don't think... No, he is in the game. Grandpa Gohan. The Devil... Do we not have Champa? We get, what's-his-face's name. Group.
It's just as the Mad Doctors intended. Not my final blow! You cannot hope to defeat me. Let's do this.
Sun Shenron.
Let's do this. I'll protect the peace of the whole galaxy.
It was you against the universe. You really won. I hope you can.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This is free, right? This isn't paid DLC. This better be free. I feel like after paying for the first DLC, nothing came out. So hopefully... Okay. So, just give me a few minutes, right? I was looking at my mouse in the, one thing in the OBS preview. I just need a second to go do something, yeah? I'll be right back. I'm back. Hello. Put this back over here. This is exciting, though. This is exciting. Xenoverse 3, fellas. Okay. Water. Water up good. So, Xenoverse 3. Sparking Zero update. Anything else? There it is! He's real! He's real! Hold on.
This guy's not gonna be easy to take down.
Oh?
Thanks for pushing me to my limit. I trained harder because of you.
Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku. Yeah, another Goku to the Goku game, but also, I can't really be mad.
Two Super Saiyan 4s, huh? This should be fun.
Super armor, okay.
This is where the fight ends. Ultra Big Bang
I knew they were gonna do something stupid like that. That's gonna be annoying, isn't it?
This is the power of Super Saiyan 4.
Soon. Very soon. So, is it real? Are we getting the Fighter Z2? Are we getting Breakers 2? Is there a live stream going on or something? Why is the Bandai Namco flashing? Hold on. Bandai Namco US. Rating pending, too mature.
All right, thank you guys so much. That 最後まで楽しんでくれてありがとうな。行くぞ。はーめめ
Android 21 cosplayer in the front.
All right, thank you guys so much. That Kamehameha concludes all the programs for Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2026. Thank you so much.
Looks like that's all then.
And making these 2 days the absolute best.
No Fighter Z2, sad.
Get home safe. We will see you again. 皆さんありがとうございました。
I mean, that's nice at least. Unless if there's a new video. Is there a new video yet? Hold on. Xenoverse 3. He made it. Unironically makes me a little teary. We seriously made it. I was a child when Xenoverse 2 came out. I'm an adult now. This is... It's a lot. This guy was right. He knew. Oh, shoot, movie clip. It's gonna kill me. Dragon Ball. Was there anything else? Sparking Zero. $70. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. Genuinely, how can I care when we're here? Let me make sure. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else coming out. That's kind of a lot, though. Fighter Z, Xenoverse 2 final DLC. Xenoverse 2 finally gets to rest. Sparking Zero update. Thank goodness Sparking Zero update. Adding things that should have been in here base game. Quite a few things that should have been base game, actually. Hiccup. In Xenoverse 3. Can you believe it, guys? Xenoverse 3 is here. Just a year away. Okay, back to what do we want to watch actually?
Referred to as the player, but he's known under a certain name to the public. But does he actually have a name? First, there's a character referred to as the player.
The player. We are John 1000. We're keeping it 1000. Ah. Oh no, Dragon Ball hyperfixation is bad. Okay. Whew. Nope, I'm still thinking about it. It's not going away. Misclick. Misinput. Fans. Oh. Neat. Yeah, we're not close, so. The robot cannot move any further. Thank goodness not every enemy is counting as a boss anymore. That was annoying. And why'd I come here? Why put that there? I want to be here? Is there anything here? No. No. Safe room. Hello, mandatory enemy encounter. Okay, we'll find something evil, I guess. Is there a new drop? Hold on.
Ram's powers.
There is not a new drop.
So scared.
They lied to me. They lied to me. Popular. Made up, huh?
Less than 5% of men are considered high-value men by more than 80% of women. I feel like this is just something that someone's made up.
Yes, it was you. You made it up by treating men like that.
I get that there are many people out there who look for a relationship based on appearance or based on financial status. I get that.
Yes, all of them. Everyone considers those things important.
But I don't believe that, you know, there is this 5% of men that are considered high value because of their financial status or because of their looks.
Well, it's not a belief thing. Look at dating app results. Men are fair to women they don't know, and women are not.
So I'd love to know where this comes from.
It comes from women's choices.
I want to say that, you know, there there are many women out there that aren't looking for a man purely based on looks or financial status.
Yeah, all of them. It's one part of the equation. Finance is here and looks is here, and then this is how you treat her, and this is your reputation.
And if you are a man that's only finding those type of women,
And so
then
the
perhaps it is
diagram.
time to look at how you're showing up,
Classic argument. It must be your fault for attracting them. You're a garbage magnet.
so that you can attract a woman that is looking for more.
This is the dumbest, most insulting thing to tell men. You're saying if you're finding women who are only looking for this, it's because you're bad and you need to work on yourself so you can find women who are looking for finer things. The problem is that there aren't any of these women or these, there are only these. You all want all of these things. The problem is in the way that your brain processes information. So here I have higher level processing. I drew math for abstract thinking. This is a list. This is a plan for what you actually want in a man. And then the mid-level processing is things like identity and culture and family. And then the low-level processing is like, oh my god, a baseball, get out of the way. Or, that hamburger smells good. Or, ooh, that guy looks good. Look, he's got all money and muscles and stuff. So this type of thinking happens immediately when you see something, and this type takes a little time. You have to get used to things and develop connections and identities, and this type you have to sit down and actually really focus your mind and get into a different state of brainwaves. These things come from lower level processing. These things come from middle and higher level processing. So the reason that women treat men like this is because we used to live in communities with much more equal treatment and evaluation, but now everybody has a phone with strangers.com installed on it so that you can go no, 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 no. Ooh, yes, ooh, there we go. And the guys who hit you on that low level processing are very small in number, whereas guys think that a lot of women look good right away. So there are none of these women or these women, there are only these women, but these things are divided up into fast, medium, and slow thinking. And when you change a culture so that everyone interacts with each other in a very shallow way, women end up thinking like this about men more often and like this about them less, because you don't have time to get to know them. So if you're a woman and you want to test this theory, get a dating app and count how many men you swipe left and how many you swipe right. Usually I see something like 1 to 25. So there's no bad women and good women. It's the fact that now that we have phones, most women are constantly thinking with their stupid brains, and men too. It's just that when we do it, we are still fair about your overall value. Okay, so women using stupid brain are very, very picky about men, and they end up getting themselves in bad situations that are not going to work out for them. And the phone makes everybody use stupid brain all the time. Swipe, 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 swipe. Things like this take time. You gotta see guys like this every day before you see them as viable. So the more we use this, the less we will have this, and the more we will have this, and these guys are very tired. I hope that helps, alright? This doesn't exist, only this exists, and this is you normal, and then this is you
Only that exists. So there's no such thing as people with priorities, no difference. It is exclusively and only women look for looks and money.
on the phone.
Please tell me what happened to marriage. I'd like to know.
I have a question for the men. Do you guys still want to get married?
I think what you're asking is, do you want to be married? And I think that'll...
Okay. A very immediate diagram. A bit of a shocker, honestly. No response. This is the robot. Oh. Or am I just stupid? I'm just stupid. Why is this here? Why bother? I don't need anything here. Dance for energy, blah blah blah.
A lot of men would say, yes, I do want a partner to spend my life with. But when you say, do you want to get married, I'm not sure if you're keeping in mind all these extra steps that come before and the possible ones after. Here's a guy living in a cardboard box with his ex-wife in his house with other men. You have to keep in mind that happens with roughly 1/3 of new marriages, and that's only for the men who have the opportunity to get married, which is contingent upon a bunch of steps that have changed quite a bit over the years. So in order to get married, you have to date, and in order to date, you have to work and make money, and in order to work and make money, you have to go to school, and men have been facing a lot of new difficulties in all of these areas over the last few decades. So, do I want to have a partner? Yes, but do I want to go through all of this again? Not right now. So you want to get married, you have to date, you want to date, you have to work, you want to work, you have to go to school. This is where a lot of male problems begin. I'm not saying that schoolgirls have it easy, but the last few decades, schoolboys have been treated like they are defective. In 3rd grade, I used to finish my work before the other kids, and I would get up and move around, and they told me that was not okay, so they medicated me. When I got a little older, the other boys would start fights, and I went to the authorities to do the right thing, and they punished both of us. So then I took matters into my own hands, and they punished just me. Because of these policies, they don't let boys just fight it out anymore. Those types of policies are not setting young boys up for success. They punish the way that we natively look at the world. It definitely messed me up a little, and that was 30 years ago, and I have no idea what's going on now. When we get older and go to college, there are all kinds of things in place to help girls that are not available for boys, and they say that it's there to correct problems, but I don't think those problems exist anymore. So as we are accumulating what we need to succeed in life, boys are getting less of a head start than they used to, which is, I think, one of the contributing reasons for why they say they have Peter Pan syndrome, and they never grow up. I think it starts here. When we get into the workplace, there are similar programs that benefit women and not men, and that's an issue because women want to make equal money to men, but then they also want men to make more and support them, and you can't have both. Additionally, the culture has become very inhospitable towards men, and again, the way that men communicate and behave. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the economy is getting pretty bad, and even though that affects everybody, men are the ones who are expected to pay, so this puts us at an increasing disadvantage comparative to women as we age. Then when we get out into the dating world, if you don't have any money, that's going to be a problem. If you can't compete on the dating apps, which most men cannot, that's going to be a problem. If you're not okay with her having an OnlyFans or an Instagram or whatever, it's going to take some women off the table because they have so much attention. So a lot of men are playing catch up at this point in life when that didn't used to be the case. So our parents and grandparents did not have any of these problems. They just sort of grew up, got jobs, and married whoever was nearby. Have you ever thought of it like, would your mother have married your father if she had Tinder? Would she have chosen him? There's stuff going on in these phases of life for us that would have been unheard of even one generation ago. I once had a job where I worked with a girl. We had the same job. I had more experience. We had layoffs, and later she matched with me on Bumble and came to hook up. And I said, would you like to continue doing this? And she told me that I didn't have my life together enough. We were living in the same place, in the same job market, and we came from the same job, and I had more experience. And she was getting $120K a year to do some like women's leadership job or something, and I was driving for Uber. So, you know, I think a lot of people are really underestimating how much easier this makes things. So then if you can actually get to this point, you as a man, you have to take everything that you've managed to put together over the course of your life and put it all on the table for someone who is probably not doing the same. Even though women are not having a hard time in the workplace, men are still generally expected to provide, while women generally keep more of their money for themselves. We've all heard, my money is my money, his money is my money. I found this great little video about that.
I just have a quick question. My husband won't see all of my accounts, right? I have like 8 different bank accounts, but my husband only knows about 2 of them. I've just been secretly saving for years in case I ever need to. No, say no more. I don't need to see those statements, so as far as I'm concerned, they don't exist.
Yeah, so I don't love the idea that my wife might be hiding money. Of course, I'm not allowed to do that. All of my money has to be on the table, and there's about a 1/3 chance that you're going to be taking it to party with other dudes in the house that I bought for you. Divorce laws have changed too. You used to need a really good reason to get divorced, but now it can happen just because someone is not happy. They even write songs about it. Check this out. I have to mute it for copyright. I'll read it to you. Might be the only guy who didn't send me hearted eyes in reply to my latest story. We work well on paper. We don't argue. We don't fight. But lighting scented candles just won't relight up our fire. And right there she goes, ah. It ain't that bad. It's just not what I wanted. Don't want to live this life half-hearted. Hang on, here it comes. I want fireworks and flames. Don't want safe, tame, practical. That ain't enough. That ain't love. This is the squircle of unconsciousness. It represents how people don't know how relationships work, and so they think the relationship is going to go like this, and then it turns a corner. I think she's at the dissatisfied part. You can't have everything is exciting all the time. Good choices are boring. No relationships are going to be fun the whole time. They're all going to have spots where there's no fire. But she don't want safe, tame, practical. That ain't enough. That's not even love. Look how passionate she is about dumping her husband. That's real, I can spot a faker. And she even sings about other men giving her googly eyes on her Instagram stories. So this girl is what I would call an excitement chaser. She starts out her new relationships excited, and over time gets bored when they're not chaotic.
Yeah, I figured this one. Like, I can't argue with this.
New guy lined up,
She
and this has pretty
sounds like
nasty
she just
effects on
sucks.
us. So your relationship satisfaction is going to change over time, but your stability is not supposed to. That's what marriage is. That's what it's for. Even when you start feeling like things are not as fun, you have to remember that commitments are what gets you through the swings. I actually have a little theory that this takes about a year. Obviously, we get up and go to sleep with the sun, and women have changes in their hormones and emotions with the moon, and I think that a year is the amount of time that it takes to find somebody and have that strong emotional connection, get pregnant, and have a child. It's about 1 year altogether. And this girl is making a spiritual experience out of a biological process, and she's allowed to end the marriage over it. So it's not that I don't want a partner, it's just that a lot of us don't have what we need to build a partnership, and even if we get it, it could fall apart immediately. She could squircle herself into
Hi,
believing it's
JP.
not love, and have a phone in her pocket
I
with 1,400
am
horny
okay.
guys on it, and then I end up here. So what you've done by fighting for equality is you've basically said, hey, you want to play a game of chess? I get all queens, though. Hey, where are you going?
Do you guys still want to get married? Like, is that still a thing?
I hope this all made it clear why it's less of a thing.
Popular. How to stop lying with squares. The mystery zone. Sure, explain what the mystery zone is.
Okay, I am the problem.
Wow, self-awareness. She might be a keeper. Let's find out.
I went on a date with this guy, and he was like, it's getting late. Do you want to come back to my place? And I was like, sure, but I'm not going to sleep with you.
Okay, demonstrating value, making good choices.
And he was like, that's totally fine. Just come over.
Okay, being supportive, recognizing her needs, that's a good exchange.
So I go to his place. He respects my wishes. He's so nice. He cuddles me all night. And I'm like, are you gay?
Oh yeah, okay, you are the problem. So you said no, but you meant yes, and when he didn't figure it out, that made him weak.
I can't argue with this one.
Is what I call the mystery zone. It's when women say things that don't match what they want, and they expect you to figure it out. Someone made this cartoon about it.
Are you flirting with me?
Not one bit.
Does saying not one bit so seductively mean you actually are flirting with me?
Not at all.
What the hell is happening right now?
That is exactly how the mystery zone works. That is what
Mystery
she probably
zone.
did. Bill Burr also has a famous bit on that. He's not the only one. So first of all, I've been told that she is a comedian and that this is a joke. So please refer to my previous work on jokes. There's this one, and then there is Abby's Perfect Man. That was a good one. It may very well be a joke, but that doesn't mean that they don't
Do you have
mean
links
it.
to these?
The joke is I'm not supposed
You
to
do
say
not,
it out
you're
loud.
dirty.
So to be really quick about it, every joke needs a target. That's what gets punched. That's why they...
You're not diagramming jokes to me.
Those of you that are having a bad time dating, getting thousands of comments saying, having a bad time dating. Getting thousands of comments saying, you just want to be understood, but you're not really giving me much to go on.
There's quite a lot to go on here. You should get a copy.
I'm really trying to extend an olive branch and like have an honest discussion. I feel 98% confident that the first thing you're looking at is whether she's pretty.
So basically she's asking, are you failing because your standards for looks are too high? And no, but let's go bit by bit.
I asked, men, do you like women?
Hang on, that's two questions. Am I failing just because I can't get a hot one? And do I like women? And the answers are no and... nothing in the universe is all good or all bad. There are things we like about women and things we don't like. And me and the boys have been having a chat. And we tend to agree that as time goes on, the juice gets less worth the squeeze. This is the standard female delusion chart. It's a bit of a mockery of how women view men and themselves and each other, but I also punch men in it. Over here we have anime fans who are too happy to be talking to any girl at all, and over here we have the guy who calls every girl a 2 so he can feel like a big man. I think you might be falling victim to this. There's two things you have to remember about the dating world right now. One is that when people get together, they tend to end up with someone on the same level or at least very similar, but people are getting together less and hooking up more, which looks more like this. And that dynamic is being mediated by technology, and it feels like this. This girl has hair like you. I drew her a year ago. So it's not as much about looks as you think. Men and women have a hard time understanding each other. I learned about this by reading and taking notes, and my sponsor, Shortform, took the notes for you. Get the world's best summaries on books like this for 20% off using my link.
Like, how heavily would you weight the looks category? I feel 98% confident that the first thing you're looking at is whether she's pretty.
Chronologically, yes. Most of us can take one glance at you and know right away, like, you're not getting past this line or this one, or you're a contender for this box. But most people will end up with someone very close to them in looks. So you shouldn't be so worried about that first part. It's mostly for show.
Would you say that you could completely disregard it, given that everything else that you're interested in is fulfilled for you?
Well, no, that's not realistic. Nobody's just gonna say, let's forget about that. It's more like there's a minimum for each one of these sections, and then what we learn about you here and here can move you up or down. I have heard guys tell their girlfriends, you are really cool and I really like you, but I don't want my friends to see me with you until you lose weight and therefore become more valuable.
Would you say that if you combined all the other categories, they're not gonna quite measure up to the looks?
Okay, how much weight are we talking? Are we talking like 400 pounds, or are we talking like she's got a little bit of a belly? Like, go on, actually.
Some guys will put up with a lot of crap here for good enough looks, and some guys will give up looks for a good enough person, and you never know who feels what. That's why I made the chart. You look at how they treat you, and then you figure out why. And the biggest reason that I hear men giving for a low score is this section here, and I think that's the section you pay attention to the least. I renamed it Purity on Zones 3, it's more inclusive. See, I have never had a hard time finding women that look good enough. I've never had a hard time finding women who are fun to be around. I've never had a very hard time finding both in the same person, but I have always had a very hard time finding women who were not otherwise occupied. That's where we get the name of my channel from. When women are so occupied all the time, it is difficult to bond with them. That is what makes dating hard. It's these guys. Remember this drawing of the girl with your hairdo? She's sucking the life out of this guy through the phone. Do you understand what that means? If you use dating apps, you probably get a lot of low quality messages. Well, instead of those, what we get is nothing. Unless you are in the top 10%, which I was for a while, but when I aged out and ended up down here, I thought I got shadow banned from Bumble. These are the results for the average male dating app user. And remember, some guys get a lot of matches. I used to match with about half of my swipes, and this is the average. So the average guy swipes right 52% of the time, gets a match only 2% of the time, and then, I can't even draw this, there's no room on the paper. This is like enlarged to show texture. Most matches don't respond, most responses don't meet up, and most of the ones you meet don't go anywhere. Think about what that much rejection does to us. And you can make fun of us, and a lot of people do, for saying that a dating app hurt our feelings, but it's just biology. Rejection causes a physical, chemical process in the body, and it feels really bad. So you're on one end absorbing infinity likes and feeling like a princess, but for us it's like, well, why did you match if you didn't want to talk to me? You got a match, just kidding. You got a match, just kidding. That doesn't feel good. And it's not just apps. Liberation results in a lot of confusion. These are timelines. This is the revealed past conversation. That is when you let us get attached, and then you drop all the dirt on yourself. This is like, I used to be a stripper, I've slept with 400 people, I had a threesome 2 days before I met you, and you don't know how men think, so you expect us to go, oh, it doesn't matter, I love you now. And it never works that way. It always works like you should have told me this here, and then we would never have gotten here. And now I have to get rid of you. I have been told I have a boyfriend or husband 18 times. This one is the
That's
monkey
impressive.
branch. That's when we offer you something stable and you get bored after about 3 months and you bail out for a new guy. This one happened to me a bunch of times before I even knew what was happening. And then girls started bailing on their boyfriends for me, and I went, oh, that's why they were leaving. They found something else. And then that guy puts her in a situationship because she was just a time passer and she tries to come back. And that's like, hey, remember when we were dating? Well, I went and tried a bunch of guys I liked better and they were mean to me. You want to get married? And, you know, no. That's what leads to this situationship cycle. As a man, once you recognize these patterns, you just try not to get too attached to keep yourself even, and then there's just this cycle of women that show up and they say, what are we? And you say, just friends, and they leave, and another one shows up and says, what are we? And you say, just friends, and they leave, and the first one comes back, So now I'm all famous and stuff, I got a lot of women in the DMs, and they all say, oh, I would be the perfect wife, I would love you forever, and I don't believe them anymore, I just don't know what's gonna happen here. We used to solve this problem by punishing misbehavior. You would just be shamed out of society for trying to turn a situationship into a real thing, because we know what it does, and couples would stay together.
I feel 98% confident that the first thing you're looking at is whether she's pretty, whether she's hot to you.
So no, it's not about how hot the girls are. It's not about measuring personality versus looks. It's that I need to be 98% sure that you're not married or a stripper or just passing time, and there's no longer any way to do that.
Uh-huh.
Share with you guys how I think men are super dangerous for society. I think they are going to damage so many of us, including just women in general. I feel like they are.
Wrong. You are dangerous. In fact, you might be the most dangerous thing. Here's why. What she said was, men are dangerous and will hurt women. Now, she doesn't mean all men. She means only the men who she believes to have power over her in her country, presumably the United States from her accent. And we know that she's not talking about all men, because she would never say something so unkind about, for example, illegal immigrants, who are not dangerous. She can correct me herself if I got that wrong. Here's a map of travel safety by country. See all these different colors? Green is a top score, although that was in 2013. Here's an updated map, most dangerous countries for women 2024. Darker is safer. United States, doing pretty good. And typically, the men who live in a country tend to protect the women who live in a country from anybody outside the country. That's how things go. So when she says that men being in power is dangerous, it's not just false, it's anti-true. It's the opposite of true. But she doesn't care about that. She doesn't even believe what she's saying. This is just a power game that she's playing. It's kind of like when women call each other 10s even though they don't believe it, and they're basically saying, oh, you're so beautiful all the way down there. Keep acting like a 10 so you're not competition for me. Men tend to seek power through open, direct competition. They just say, this is the power I have, and then they clash. Women, on the other hand, tend to seek power by playing nice on the outside and being self-protective through strategies like appearing to be a victim. Women will often accuse men of hurting them or being about to hurt them so that everybody dog piles on those men and takes their power away, which then becomes her power. And even though this video is terribly low quality, it is also persuasive. It causes people to agree with her, which then leads to a group strategy of women all over the internet agreeing to say that men are bad and dangerous in order to take their power away, despite that they are doing a relatively good job. Persuasion is one of my favorite topics. It's all about using conscious strategies to influence the subconscious, and you can read more about it on Shortform, the sponsor of this video. Shortform makes it easy to learn the basics from classic books, or to brush up on books you've already read. Here's my favorite book on persuasion. I use Shortform to quickly browse through the main points and refresh my memory. This one's basically the topic of this video. Shortform is great for self-improvement. You can learn to manage stress, master your ego, and turbocharge your brain. Shortform publishes new book guides and articles every week, and if you subscribe, you get to vote on which ones they do next. Shortform is always adding new features like their AI browser extension that applies its summary style to anything on the internet. Here it is working on my Who is a 10 video. It's pretty accurate. The first 1,000 subscribers who use my link get a free trial and 20% off an annual subscription. Subscribe now with the link in the description and learn more about the irrational, emotional nature of human beings. Let's start with this one. I'll go through her video step by step to show why she's the problem.
I'm autistic and I am so tired of men.
Wow, let's file that in the no one asked folder. Next to astrological signs and pronouns, there's autism and hating men and who you want me to vote for. TikTok has a lot of...
Autism goes into not important. Huh. I feel like this guy doesn't like autism. You're limited, you're limited. You're limited. Limited. What's next on non-limited cherish? Yeah. Wouldn't hurt to pull then, yeah.
That kind of stuff in it, and not a lot else. So why am I making this video if it's not important? Because these things become important when people pay attention to them, and that's what TikTok is. It's an attention ruiner. I got a lot of mileage out of this one. The way it works is that you see something on your phone and it makes you go rawr because negative emotions make people respond more than positive ones, and then you project the rawr onto whatever thing it is that you think is making you feel that way, and then sometimes you take an action, which is how engagement farming works. It's making people mad enough to go, what can I do about this situation? And you either might leave a comment or, in her case, make another video that says, man bad. And of course, at no point does she question whether this fits into the world that she wants to create or whether this is the right thing to do. So what else is in here?
I have a message that I want to share with you guys. I want to share with you guys how I think men are super dangerous for society. I think they are going to damage so many of us, including just women in general.
So I put those in feelings and opinions. Men are dangerous and men will hurt women. Now those might sound like objective claims because it is a fact that some men are dangerous and hurt a lot of things all the time. And it's a statistical certainty that some men will at some point in the future hurt some women. But
okay, honestly, both of them are being stupid. Like, you don't need a diagram to say, statistically, of course, a man is going to hurt a woman. Statistically, a crime is going to happen in like 5 seconds. What? No way.
その先生みたいになりたくて生徒たちと真っ向からぶつかる熱血教師に憧れてた。その気持ちは本当だけど、どこか熱血教師を演じてそんな自分に酔っていたところもあると思う。だからね、一度リセットして憧れじゃなくちゃんと生徒と向き合いたい。だから持って行って。
片山先生。先生の思いを無下にするわけにはいかない。
片山さん、嘘だろ？あの力を送り込まれたせいだ。これじゃもう。
どうしたの？お前、また見えたのか？この気配、まさか。
はいはい、そこまでですよ、片山先生。
今の声、
バカしか。
どこに？
片山さん。
I'm being kind of quiet now. I don't really have anything to say because I'm just playing my video game. It's kind of interesting to watch. Like, political stuff. Oh, that hurt. I might clear this a bit too fast. I'm pretty strong. Okay, that didn't do too much damage. This? That's fine. That's still fine. That kind of hurts. Strong against electric, yeah, makes sense. How much will this do now? Took a second to load. Does that mean big damage? It's not. Small damage. Not quite enough to end the phase though. Sad. How many stacks of thing do I have? 3. Really? Oh, sad. Okay. Should be easy enough. I'm immune to curse, immune to that. What are you not immune to? Oh. Don't kill me? Okay, that's not bad. I was worrying too much about this. Mean. Electric damage, no. No, I can't attack the dog? Okay. Sure then. Evil, intimidating dog. Oh, that does nothing. Evil, intimidating dogs are fine. Did I not do it right? Hold on, how many sets do I have now then? 4. Ah, I should have. Stupid. Hiccup. Hiccup, oh my gosh. That was a hot water. I just drank a hot water. That was... Usually I don't mind when I drink one, but that wasn't good. No, did I not do it right? Am I stupid? What if I just hit you with a little bit of Almighty? Do you care? Oh, it worked! It did nothing, but it worked. I don't think there's any realistic way to actually kill her with that, sadly. That'd be funny, though. Oh, okay, that hurt. Not that bad, but the non-negligible damage. Be cool if I could read what those posters said.
まだ不十
一気に終わらす。ペルソナー通る交流。これでどうだ。
参りましょう。アップセーレバー。
You block gun. I hit that too late.
面倒だ。みんなの支援。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm dying.
感謝する。ハイライト発動可能よ。
Don't die, please.
準備完了。ロビンフット。合図をお願い。ワンダ。逃げ場があるとでも。
Booey hit it. Thank you.
先生に一番近いあの二つの目玉。ケーブルとの接続注水よ。畳みかけろ。準備完了よ。合図をお願い。ワン。さてどうしようかしら。かき回して血をね。感謝する。
Do I have 2 stacks of it? Thanks.
いただいていく。
これこそ会心の一撃。
Not quite Booey. Oh, that was like nothing. I was worried over that?
貫けロビンフット。この力で全てを消し去ろう。片山先生。
新年の挨拶お見舞いしよう。
少しやりすぎたかしら。先生。
役立たずか。あの方の力も大したことありませんね。この野郎。
先生、しっかりしてください。キャトル、これって。ほう、なんとか大丈夫そうだ。片山のシャドウを変貌させていた妙な力は消え、このままシャドウが消えるならば、本
当か。
ああ、ワンダーとインドの起点、この状態ならば現実の過程。よかった。みんな迷惑ばかりかけて、こんな先生で。そんなことない。あなたは私や生徒たちの心を救ってくれた。ありがとう。見ていてね。私大好きなあなたたちのいる学園へ必ず戻る。先生。これ先生のお宝。
くそ。片山さんは自分からお宝を渡そうとしてくれてたってのによ。証さえ現れなけりゃ俺たち。
それに自分は隠れて先生を操って証。あれ。おそらく片山のシャドウが消えたこと。
それで停電って。
警告します。トーダムは捕食できるエネルギー異常事態と判断し、10分後に。
おいおい、今度は何だってんだよ。
10分後に。そうか、明石のシャドウは他人のシャドウに寄生す。新たな動力源、搾取先を見つけるまで。それってどういう。つまり
片山先生のような次の犠牲者がパレスに入れなくなり、明石のお宝は奪えなくなる。
その通りだ。
はあ、だったら今すぐにでも。
明石が次のターゲットを見つ。
落ち着きなさい。あと10分。明石は狡猾な男。私たちを警戒してるし、むやみに追えば罠に。それに私たちがパレス。
Forget they can say fuck word in this game.
じゃあ今回は先生の。いや待て。なんで？お宝を失えばパレスがそうなれば明石のお宝を奪う。
そうね。悔しいけど今回キャトルお願い。先生。
よかったな。仕方ない。わしらが明石を改心させる方法すらもなくなり、それに少なから改心とまではいかなかったが、片山の欲望が明石に奪われること。
そうね。私たちの次の目的は、
あらゆる扉が施錠され警戒状態となっている。それじゃあどうするの？明石が新たな動力源を見つければ再びパレスの警戒が緩むかもしれんが。
けどその動力源。
片山同様明石に負の感情を。それはダメだよ。パレスを私たちは。確かに本末転倒だな。だが
次の犠牲者。方法は
リコ。
リーダー、この少し思いついたことが。ええ、今度は私たちが明石を罠にさ。
Get reward. Bum bum.
獅子舞の動きを。だって
バーチャルの数だって。
お前が次の実験体か。
コンディションは整えておかないと。
Oh.
どうした？今日はお前も疲れ。確かに今日の仕事のせいだが、片山のシャドウは必ずまたチャンスは来る。そうだな。装備を整え、策についてはリコに任せ。いつまでも情けない顔をし。冗談だよ。わしらを率いるその事実、今回当たり前のように思うかもしれんが、それは誰。そうだ、それでいい。 裏切られているよ。いい意味でわしの期待をな。
Worry about all that. Should I end stream? Does anybody have a preference? I think I could reasonably end stream, but I could also like keep going. I don't know. Can't watch this on stream. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna disappear now. I'm gonna disappear now. I'm kind of tired. As always, wait, as always, I've been Traube, you've been great. I see you next time. Yes. Bye bye.